Friday, Friday, Friday,
Friday.
Friday. I hope you guys had a good week.
I did.
Long, long and good.
It kind of flew
This
by.
Yeah, this one was actually pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good for y'all. It felt like forever for me. Like this Friday was like walking in mud,
Oof.
quicksand. It just wouldn't end, long afternoon. But hey, we made it to Friday night, and I am Wilson the Cosmic King.
Cosplay Bay Nay.
Your boy Kenpachi.
And
I'm
we got a
B.
special
Okay,
guest. Yeah. It's going to be a good time tonight. We were just having the best conversation, and we were probably going to pick right back up on that after we have a little intro music.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Welcome back. What's going on, everybody out there? What's good? I'm excited.
It's JJK Day.
What?
No.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna go see it after this. I'm so excited.
Ooh, that's
You
so
stay in theaters. You be right in there. You see them the first night. You ain't even
I wanted to
messing
go
around.
yesterday, but I ain't had no babysitter.
It's time for you to be exposed to anime, child. It's never too
Right.
soon. Just got to start with the right one. Like there's an anime, some that you can start with, some that you shouldn't.
Probably. I'm gonna give it a couple more years to take her to the theater with me. She ain't gonna be ruining my movies.
Make sure she's ready. Make sure she's ready. Oh man, we got a very special guest tonight. We love anime around here, and we've got a fellow anime lover, but bigger than that, we've got an anime fashionista. I'm coining that tonight with Brittany B, the anime fashionista from Unique Style Code. And let me tell you, man, I've been going through the site, and it's lit. So the link is in there for you to click. Make sure you check it out and get you some of this fresh gear. You see the hat we got going on? I don't think can everybody get the custom B joint?
Benny.
Yeah. This one's available, the Benny.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Don't forget my chopper romper.
Got the onesie. We got all kind of stuff. Make sure y'all check this out.
I love the chopper joint, man. Tony, my dude.
Yeah, that's us, boy.
Best boy.
You think he's got any influence from Tony? Is there going to be another Tony to go with that Tony?
Yeah, right.
I don't
Fourth
think they're
Tony.
spelled right. Fourth Tony.
Chopper.
That's the first thing I thought of when I heard his name. I'm like, Tony. Who came up with this name right here? Why
right?
is the only one like this?
Got a smooth name. I do like Chopper though. He's a real cute character, but then when he turn it on, I like it when he goes crazy beast mode, like that monster.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be like something out of like a horror film. One Piece is good for that. We were talking One Piece before we came on live, so forgive us if we talk One Piece tonight. But you're a fellow One Piece lover too, right?
I love One Piece. One Piece is my favorite anime, actually.
I might, I would say that it's my favorite long runner. Like if you ask me what my favorite is consistently, it may not always be One Piece, but One Piece will reoccur. It never goes away. It's one of those. Like it's always
It is.
Your top 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
always in the top 5. Like if it's not in your top 5, I don't think you watched enough of it yet, or it just you may not like shonen, but it's shonen masterpiece. So you may have, some people don't like shonen. That's okay.
Keep preaching.
It's all right. But if you give it enough of a chance, One Piece have you crying in there at 3:00 in the morning by yourself, wondering why you still up watching One Piece.
You ain't even lying, bro.
Seriously.
Like for real, yeah.
And it's so silly. You like, how am I crying at this goofy anime? But listen.
Yeah. They are all funny in their own right. All the Straw Hats.
Yeah.
Got their things.
Yeah.
Excellent character building. So what was it that drew you to One Piece in particular, B?
For me, okay, so I started off like everybody else, like, what is this goofy anime? I'm not about to watch this. Like, I started off like that, but eventually I got drawn in. And I think my favorite part about One Piece is the backstories, because I feel like we get, although it's long, we get the backstory and character development that we want in other stuff, like Naruto and other long-running anime. So I think that's kind of what pulled me in, because I'm like, dang, they spending time like on the characters as you watch and it progresses. So I really like that.
Yeah.
And Life's So Exclusive out there said, yes, it grows on you. And that's how One Piece works. It's episode by episode, arc by arc. I think one of my favorite things that Oda does is the separation and reunions. Like all the different times Luffy and Zoro get back together. All of them are like great, fulfilling moments that he gives you. And he just does it in such a masterful way. It's great writing. I like the writing behind it. I think that's why I don't care that it was so goofy looking, because in the early seasons too, man, like it was kind of weak for anime. Like
it had a lot of heart though. Had a lot of heart. That's
mad heart.
A lot of heart, yeah. So I kept sticking with it, yeah. But in the beginning it was kind of goofy, but man, like after like 3 or 4 cries, I was like, man, I gotta start taking this thing seriously, man. Like
there's some moments that it'd be real hard all of a sudden. You're like, damn, man, the world of One Piece is tough. Like when you start understanding the world, I also like that everything's topsy-turvy. And it's not so easy to understand good and bad. Like it's a great world. It's a great world.
Kind of like you're saying, like, the side characters too, like they always come back. Like even like the most like minuscule like characters that you wouldn't even think about, they always come back. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I would always bring them back. I'm like, damn. Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah,
Lola.
Most of the scenes are like will be referenced later, like what you said. Like you know, sometimes when you watch anime, you like, why is this in here?
Yeah,
and you finish the anime and they never go back, and you like, why was that in there?
Right.
You don't see that as much.
Oda always goes back from though. Oda always goes back from.
He go back to stuff you didn't even remember.
Yeah.
You got to go back and watch episodes and arcs again, because you're like, nah. I ain't see that. What really happened? What else I missed?
Yeah.
And I love One Piece theories, but I am on a One Piece avoidance for social media right now. I've been burned and scolded properly, and I'm not going to look into the light no more. I looked into the sun, and I was blinded.
I know,
blinded by the light.
You don't want to.
Crazy.
Most of the time, I don't be hurt by the spoilers though, because like I have this belief that if it's good, it's still going to be good when I experience it, and I'm sure it will be. But like sometimes.
Yeah, this was described to me as to change everything in One Piece. That's how it was described to me. I was like, okay,
heavy.
Yeah,
I'm stressed. Look, I'm stressed. I'm like, we on hiatus. People trying to spoil it.
I know. I'm on hiatus
like
too.
that.
I can't take this. Like one thing a week. Like,
yeah, that's
everybody's sequestered, can't come out. I only do 20 minutes of scrolling a day. As soon as I see something One Piece, I shut off all social media. I gotta shut it down.
Yeah,
log out, delete the app.
So tell for everybody who may not know
Mhm.
you out there, if that's possible. Um, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you come from, and how you ended up doing what you do.
Yeah. Okay. So, hi everybody. I'm B, also known as Cosplay with B. So I'm a cosplayer, entrepreneur, and creator. Um, my previous background was actually in just specifically beauty before I came over to cosplaying. I just did like beauty content and fashion content. And then I created my business, Unique Style Code. It actually started as like fashion and accessories, and then recently I rebranded it to be specifically just anime, just because that's what I'm passionate about, and that's the niche that I'm in right now. And I feel like I have a lot of like potential in that area. So, Unique Style Code is an anime inspired fashion brand. So that's what our identity is. And most of the designs are custom. I work with artists. Sometimes I make them myself, like these Benny eyes. I made them, and then I put them on this hat. So I'm trying to. There's a ton of anime companies out there, but I'm just trying to take a unique approach. Basically, like not necessarily like the anime head or the typical anime T-shirt, but just trying to make pieces that are wearable. Whether it's like sleepwear, like the little hat, like people who know Benny. Like if you know with Fire
Yeah.
Force, just like subtle stuff that you could mix in with your daily versus like sometimes like with the t-shirts or like some hoodies and stuff, it's kind of hard to mix the two sometimes depending on like your style. So my focus is just making like wearable anime.
And is
Fashion.
that where the slogan "Do Both" comes from?
Yeah, so that's what the slogan, like you should be able to do both and do it tastefully, basically is
Yeah.
like my approach.
So
That's the
find a way
difference
I
right
could.
there.
You got? Are you doing the men's lines too at some point? Where
I think
maybe
eventually I
maybe
will.
ties, or
Ties.
do people still wear ties? Look, you see what I
How
wear:
I
long
think
Facebook?
people do
john,
How Facebook?
long john.
You don't even wear ties. Like I ain't even never seen you wear a tie.
I think the
No,
disconnect there would be that a lot of people don't go to work, so
yeah,
into the
there
office.
would be no reason anymore now. Well, I don't
To
know
wear a tie.
what could the fellas get unique to the fellas. I'm just being
Yeah.
greedy. No, I
I
mean,
think
we love
like
the hats. There's some amazing hats going on for sure.
I think I wouldn't mind incorporating men's fashion, but that's just the thing. Like figuring out what men want outside of a t-shirt or like a hoodie
And
is kind of a
sweatpants.
disconnect for
You
me
right.
because that's what I see.
I
Like
don't know what else we want either,
I
because
want
if I look at my closet, that's the
Yeah, men don't know what
majority.
they want either.
I want a dope ass like anime bomber jacket. That's what I want.
bomber
Ooh.
jackets,
Bomber
so maybe
jackets, but bomber jackets can be unisex. So
unisex. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good product. Look at that. See, we're contributing tonight because you got cool looking stuff, and
For
we
real, I want
like,
some of that shit. For real, I want some dope ass
So
anime.
yeah, a lot of my stuff is kind of unisex. I mean, besides the
mhm.
like crop stuff. So you got like the bucket hats. I have do-rags and bonnets. I know some men wear bonnets too.
Mhm.
We have a full
Starting to
jersey I
get there.
made that was haiku based. So
Yeah.
it's here and there. Men and women can wear that. So for now, I've been doing like throwing some unisex pieces in there just to see how the men react.
And
But
mix it up a little bit.
yeah, just to see how the audience reacts.
That's a good idea.
See, fellas, something for us out there too. Make sure y'all hit that link. Check out the collection B's got for you. They are quality products and they're unique, man. You're not going to find
Mhm.
stuff like that anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even in the crowded field, I see everybody is able to differentiate in what they're providing, and they provide a different niche around the anime world, which is broad in and of itself. Like you said, you're rocking Fire Force. I'm gonna be honest. I watched like the first 4 episodes. I wasn't against it or anything. I just got caught up with something else and never came back.
I couldn't finish
never
Fire
came
Force
back.
either, but I watched season 1.
I'm just being dramatic. I get it though. Like everything isn't for everybody though, and like I always say, there is so much anime.
Yeah.
I think my frustration is everyone makes the same stuff.
Yeah.
Like there is not like hundreds, thousands. Oh no,
I
a
know.
bunch of anime to choose from. So I would be like, I look forward to seeing more of that.
Mhm.
And even with the ones that are popular, like Naruto, what do we see outside of like Akatsuki from Naruto? So just like
For fashion,
seeing,
yeah.
variation.
I think Hinata gets slept on. There's a lot of room to make some really cute, soft pieces for ladies around Hinata. That's just a little more little less aggressive but still strong, because I like Hinata as a character. I think people sleep on her. I love her development. I think she is one of the better developed characters, if you ask me. She doesn't stay as flat as it seems. And I think there's some cute little romance moments in Naruto. It takes Naruto a slow ass burn. I'm not going to front.
I would say I don't know yet.
I'll skip chunks of Naruto if I ever went back and feel like I didn't miss a whole lot. There's just parts where I can just chunk it out and be good.
There's definitely parts of Naruto where I look back. It's like what I said earlier. I'm like, why was that here?
It's called filler. It's easier to animate than these hard fight scenes that actually only take like 2 minutes of time, but I need them to last for an entire season. So the more we animate over here, the more I realize why you see them yell so much in Dragon Ball Z. That animation right there, I do it one time and I can use it for everything. You're going to see that all the time.
Just recycle.
I have to. These people, producers coming after me, they're like, we need 30 episodes every 3 months. These people don't get to leave the dungeon of animation, man.
Not they in the dungeon.
I'm telling you, man, the dungeon of animation. For now, like, this is the way I am now. Like, any anime that I deign to watch, I'm not going to talk trash about none of it, because those animators are blood, sweat, and tears on that stuff, man.
Yeah.
So, and the storytelling, there's a lot of effort that goes behind it. And I love the adventurousness of anime. And I think that you embody a lot of that in what you're doing with your company is you're taking the adventure and you're really focusing on your passion, which I think is something that's very inspiring, not, to me. And I think to a lot of people out there. And I love seeing it happen. So how did you look, Captain P?
The crew done pulled up. Hello.
How did you start? Like, what was the moment when you were like, you know what? I need to make fresh gear for the world to wear.
So, like I said, I originally started with anime. Like, I started with accessories and jewelry, which when I was in the beauty niche, that kind of fit. But when I started getting absorbed, my life was absorbed by anime. It wasn't no more beauty niche. It was just like cosplay and anime. So then I started with like an anime inspired accessory line, but it just wasn't like what I needed. Like, it wasn't like fulfilling me, I guess, the way I wanted to. I felt like what fulfilled me is being able to create like custom pieces. Just like a unique take. I think it's similar to how I do with my cosplays. I just like try to find like a way to like, I don't know, make it like my own, I guess. So I think, what was my first collection was actually a One Piece collection. Because it's my favorite anime, and I just wanted to create some stuff that was like wearable. So we have like bucket hats and do-rags and stuff like that. But just something that we don't see, because to be honest, I don't see that much One Piece merch.
Nope.
And it's just now getting super, super popular where people are like actually talking about it. But yeah.
One Piece is definitely on the uptrend, but I think the more people that engage it, the more it's going to be on the uptrend. And if you talk in fashion and you like fashion, I could see why you like One Piece, because One Piece is full of drip.
Yeah, drip.
Like, who drawing those outfits?
I'm telling you,
they changing clothes. They change clothes. That's what I was telling people. Even cosplayers, like, they change clothes so much. Like, it's so much material.
I like it.
Speaking of cosplay, because B, I love your cosplays, and I most definitely love your One Piece cosplays.
Thank you.
I think Marco is probably my favorite because I've never seen another Marco cosplay, and you bodied it, so we don't need it anymore. But I am curious, like, if you could do one character that you have not done before, who would it be? And money's not an object.
A One Piece character?
One Piece character.
Okay, let me think.
I know you have so many to choose from.
I know, it's so many.
Be the Phoenix. I'm with that too, because people be sleeping on Marco, man. Marco.
Don't even look. I'm gonna get distracted talking about it.
Sorry.
Sleeping on Marco and Marco.
Well, I don't know why they be after you see the Paramount War. Why are you sleeping on Marco anymore at all, man? Like, he fighting nothing but legends. And he out there on the front fighting legends.
Yeah, he was.
I think, to answer your question, we talked about it earlier, but it will probably be like Smoothie. I'm trying to think. Ooh, I can't remember their name, which is terrible. But the guy that's always with Ivankov that has the wine. That's
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. He goes through genders.
Yes, I want to cosplay him so much. It'll be between those two.
What is his name? The
can't
Revolutionaries are
remember his
hard because they
name.
so mysterious. You only get to see him a couple times like
He
that.
cold. He cold.
When you say Bonkov, I start thinking of Bon Clay, and I love all these characters, man. They got like Oda be doing it, man. And I want to see the Marco Phoenix. I gotta go find it so I can show everybody again.
Marco is one of my favorites now. It's one of my favorites.
I'm gonna go look for it. Where do I find it? Take me to it.
It's on my Instagram.
I also really like I really like both of your laws. Like I like the one in the dress, and I also like the jeans. I really just feel the passion through your One Piece cosplay. It's like,
yes, Law is my absolute favorite character. I've cosplayed him like 5 times. I swear, I cosplay him with like dreads, straight hair, curly hair. But yeah, thank you though. I appreciate it. I love when people love my One Piece cosplays. Because like, so with me, I don't typically cosplay the the popular characters. I usually cosplay my favorite characters. So that's kind of why I did mostly One Piece at first. I started with like One Piece, but it's just so fulfilling to hear people say they like them because I'd be like, this is lit.
Shoot, those be my favorite characters you cosplay. And I really like the fact that they're the ones that don't get enough shine, and they really do. Like she did Bartolomeo. Oh my God.
That's your boy too.
I love
it's one of those things. I feel like I have that same energy with my business. Like I would try to make merch for anime that I don't see reflected very well. Like Fire Force, I have literally barely seen anyone do anything Fire Force. And it's like pros and cons with cosplay and with that, because when it's not as well known or appreciated, sometimes you don't always get the love just because
that's true.
You know what it is. But it's so fulfilling knowing I made it. So, you know.
Yeah, I definitely get that.
We're just showing off a little bit of the amazingness that now, if you're not following on Instagram, you should be. There's just not just fire cosplays, but the fire merch. There goes the onesie right there.
And
it does look comfortable.
I can't wait to get that crop top. I was hoping that you was going to put the crop top for the Nami eyes.
I thought about it. Oh yeah, and like that's the new thing for me. The hoodies. I'm doing satellite hoodies. Because I was like, I haven't seen anyone people do hoodies, but I haven't seen anyone do anime eyes or satin lines. So that's kind of how I came up with that.
Ooh.
But I was gonna do Nami, but with variations, it depends on demand. And I realized like for some reason, people like out of all my stuff, the One Piece stuff isn't as popular, which is weird because I love One Piece. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all?
There's something wrong with them. That's okay though. I really wanted the crop, so I did get one.
Ooh, the Gojo Eyes hoodie.
Yeah.
Go grab you one for JJK Day.
Yeah.
That joint's fire right there.
Yeah, that is dope.
Yeah, we have the full and the crop. So the Nami is the only one that's not crop, but I might, depending on the demand, I might bring it back.
Yeah, I totally understand. People are so wishy-washy. Sometimes
people are very wishy-washy.
You give it to them, now they don't want it. Make up your mind.
People will ask for stuff and then ghost you like a side
right.
I believe you. I believe you.
And look don't be doing folks like that, because when you small business and you planning and you working and you grinding, like it takes planning and effort, and it's not an overnight thing. So like if she make it for you, it didn't just, oh yeah, no problem. No, I built, you come get that product, support your small business. Don't be messing around. Gojo supremacy. I'm loving your crew out here tonight, but they right, because I'm looking to see some more JJK go down, man. I have spoiled with manga on that one, and I understand what's coming, and I'm so hyped for it. It wasn't one where I was like heartbroken about it. Like it was heartbreaking, but I was like, oh, that shit's gonna be hype though, like because it's got some fights in it.
Yeah.
Oh boy, man. Like JJK guy, I love the fight anime. It's like Birdie the Mighty to me, but but better. Like if you don't know about Birdie got hands. People don't be knowing about that retro anime. I still be watching Bubblegum Crisis and stuff. But
I see Birdie. That's old school.
Birdie got hands, man.
Y'all always watch the same stuff.
Yeah.
Did y'all watch Ranking the Kings yet?
I watched the first episode. I'm hooked. I'm about to have it's going to be a period where I'm going down for my boy Boji because I started seeing, like what's going down in here. I started seeing more and more clips, and I was like, "Why is this action so hard? Like this little dude be fighting like that?" And then I was like, "All right, I gotta go find out what it's. The hype is real."
Wait, did you watch it too, Kim?
Yeah,
I'm getting in there on that. Yeah, we're gonna be able to talk about that soon.
B, did you watch it? You watch it, B?
Yeah, I think I'm on like episode 4 or something. I'm like early, but I'm watching it.
You're farther than them. It's all like works out.
Yeah, I think the first 2 episodes. Yeah, that's dope.
I'm excited about that one because like it's way harder than it seemed. Like the story and everything is way harder than it seemed. Like
it's like deceiving because like that.
I want to understand about these curses, like what you've been doing. Why are we in the situation we in? How we get here? How we get here
like blows my mind. Like
it got intense quick. I was like,
yeah, it really did.
No, they didn't. Well, yeah,
that's how that. Like I caught some fight scenes and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, like yeah.
Whoa. I need to get to that. Well, so yeah, it's gonna happen. I got to do some traveling this weekend. I'm heading out to Rollsville, North Carolina to do a book signing at a shop out there. Fantastic Comic World. So after I get settled back in, it's probably going to be like, as long as I don't accidentally One Piece, like that's what be happening there. Like, because you're like, I'm just going to watch. And then you start looking for something. And then you're like, man, I can't find what I was looking for. Let me just go to One Piece.
Oh my gosh. I think Google has spoiled more things for me than Twitter, because when I'm cosplaying a character, I like look their name up. I swear, you just type their name up and they'd be like, so and so dies. And
just died. Like before you can finish typing it, it fills in. Did they die? I didn't ask that. I didn't even ask you that.
Or you see a was like was. What are we talking about?
Yeah. That always hurts me too. Like I'm just trying to figure out what color the eyes. I just want to confirm the color of the eyes.
What side the scar on? We just trying to get it right.
All the effort of cosplay, man. The cosplay is real effort. That research that you're talking about that goes into it. That's real to see. You got to have passion for it. Like not only first you research, then people be making it. Then it's insanity to me. Like I love to see it. It's one of my favorite things about Comic-Cons. When did you first start cosplaying? Was it something you've done for a long time? Is it?
I started, I think 2019. So I think I started my business and then a couple months later I started cosplaying. So it was like the same year. So what is that? 3 years?
Ooh, that is 3 years. You're in 2022. Look at you owning and operating for 3 years now.
Yeah. So about 3 years, I had watched anime before I started cosplaying. But then I mistakenly cosplay because with beauty, you know how you have some girls, they'll do inspired looks by characters. Mm-hmm. So I did that and I was like, oh wait, this is like a cosplay. It was like an Iron Man. I did a Gamora and an Iron Man. And then I was like, okay, this is technically like cosplay with the body paint and all the other stuff. So after I did that, I kind of created a cosplay page. But yeah. And I think my first one was Charmy from Black Clover.
Nice.
I have not Black Clover. See, like I might have to start watching these people, but that was another one where I couldn't. It didn't sink in on the first couple episodes, and I found something else to watch. Like
that's fair. I feel like that's fair.
Some stuff be weird enough where it just gets you right off gate, and then or violent enough or interest. But that one was like it felt like a lot of other shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't deny that. I stuck to it, and
underrated.
It was
I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try it.
I feel like it was worth it though. I feel good about watching it now. Like I love Black Clover. I love all the characters. I love Asta.
Yes, I need the next season. Like I'm gonna have to read the manga.
Do you think they're gonna give us a season, or do you think they're gonna make us wait for the movie? What do you think?
I don't know.
No.
Oh,
So
you hurt our heart right there.
I'm hurt.
Well, the movie is next year. I don't know if that's better or worse.
Yeah, we'll probably get the movie first.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. But yeah, I think
Better
a lot of the
side
anime I
character
like are like that
development
though.
than Naruto says, finally famous.
Yeah.
About Black Clover. So I'm assuming Black Clover does.
Oh, right after.
Well, Naruto, some of the characters get really good development in a short time frame. I think Shushui is one of those characters that he has an episode that gives you enough to.
Spoilers.
Oh,
Please.
My bad.
Sorry, I'm still watching it. I'm getting far though, ish. Not really.
I even like Boruto a little bit.
I haven't watched that one. I'm not gonna hold you.
I've only
I
watched
want to watch
clips.
it to be nosy.
I've only watched fight clips. That's all I've watched from Boruto. I'll watch anybody's fight clips. They be going hard.
The fights do look good there, yeah. I feel like I just started watching Naruto, and I know everything about everything already still because of like the worlds.
Yeah.
Everybody else cannot get enough of Naruto.
I like to eat his ramen. Any ramen restaurant that has the Naruto ramen on it, their version of it. I've seen it once or twice now, where people try to make it. I've seen it on the YouTube where they make it, and I'm like, I want to eat Naruto's ramen.
That's cool. Did you guys hear that they have like Sanji has a cookbook?
Yes.
It just made me think about
I
that.
saw that from you.
I was like, I need that. Like what?
What?
That's the
Imagine.
I would like to try that. I wonder, because what do you use in the place of what they catch? It's mostly fish. Sanji cook a lot of fish. He cook rat. He cook all kinds of stuff. Though you got to watch Sanji. He think you why you being all sedity? You don't want to eat river rat with me. I'm like, I don't know about river rat, Sanji, but he be making that river rat look good. They be having all kinds of weird food. Frogs. They just bring anything back. Sanji will cook anything.
You know, people eat frog anyway. Frog legs.
It ain't worth the effort, man. That frog got to get thicker. Like you got to eat a lot of frog legs to get full off him, man. But I did try the snail, and I'll eat a snail too. The escargot, that butter sauce was good.
Food Wars did a spin-off manga with Sanji as the main character?
Yeah, they did. I haven't read it, but I heard about it.
I did not hear about that.
Yeah.
I love Food Wars, and I love Sanji. So
Food Wars be a trip.
At first, I was like
uncomfortable.
What is this? But then after a while, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
They toned it down a little bit after a while, just a little bit.
I want to say I think so too. I think also there's, I don't want to say a lot less cooking because there isn't, but it's only like the judges. Like it's not a lot of people tasting the food, so it's less reactions. But I think they're still outlandish. Just a little less.
Oh man, that one be getting kids in trouble with their parents. What are you in there watching? Food Wars. That don't sound like no Food Wars.
Yeah.
Why are you so excited about that food? That's some good food. I can relate though. Good food to make you make sound.
It looks so good.
Don't they do that in anime though, where they zoom in on it and the food just be looking so real and so good?
I'd be like, maybe I can figure out how to make this since they told me all the things they did. But it ain't gonna turn out the same.
Has anybody ever tried it to cook from an anime from Food Wars?
No way.
I would totally do it if I could figure out how. Do they have? I wonder if they have a cookbook. Maybe
that's a good question. They probably do.
I would watch that. I would watch a food show where they cooked anime food.
Oh, yeah.
Any of you cooks out there, somebody needs to do that.
That's a good idea.
Oh, I'm tripping. You mean like real people cooking the food, right? Okay, I'm like,
well, that's Food Wars, bro. Just watch Food Wars. No, but I mean, like this episode, I'm cooking from One Piece season, yada yada. This episode where Luffy eats the poison fish type of deal.
I wish I was a good cook. I would do that.
I would watch it. I would watch it all day. Like I watch Bob Ross.
Yeah, I'd watch them.
Facts, I would do that. That would be good. Somebody start that.
The Salt Bay be killing me. It took me a long time to realize that there's a man. He's the Salt Bay.
Yeah.
Don't be laughing at me like that, Nay. You know I'd be missing stuff
I'm with
like
you, bro. I'm with you, Wilson. It took me a while. I was like, this is an actual person?
why do people keep doing this? What is
You
the
guys are
Salt
really
Bay?
funny.
I
And
even
then
see the
finally
anime too.
saw the real
Yeah,
man.
they do the anime too.
Oh yeah. Everybody started doing the Salt
Wait,
Bay.
what's the guy's name on Food Wars with the nose?
And
the spices.
No, is it Akira?
Akira. He kind of reminds me of Salt Bay.
He kind of does. He definitely does. He got the pony and everything.
That man be smooth though. It all made sense when I saw the original Salt Bay. I was like, that dude is real. He's like the Billy D. Williams of salt and stuff. Smooth. I think it's. Don't be teasing me for that though. I don't understand half the memes or why I should get them. Sometimes I'm like I'm missing something.
Yeah. So B, I'm always interested to see what I can learn. If there's anything that you can tell us about what's to come with Unique Style Code, just anything.
Yeah. Well, one thing I haven't announced yet, but I actually have like an official production artist that I'm working with for all my graphics going forward. So very excited for that because that frees up my time because I'm not trying to make it or search for artists, and I can like get more graphics done quickly. But going forward, I'm mixing up different anime because I first started with just doing collections, but each collection it'll be a mixture of pieces from different animes.
Okay, gotcha.
Just because I feel like people want variety, and when I do it by collection, it's kind of hard to.
Will you still have a theme that's like cross animes?
What do you mean?
You know, even if it's not all from one anime, is the collection all tied by a specific theme?
Like a type of wear, like sportswear, like stuff like that. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I mean, people say in these catalogs that there's themes. I don't know. I'm not very fashionable.
Oh, okay, so like for example, how I did the crop hoodies, but I have a Naruto, a Gojo, and a Nami. So we have a one piece of Naruto and a JJK design.
All on the crop hoodies.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. The theme for me is more just like wearable, subtle. I feel like I'm more like minimalistic when I come to how I design things. But I think that's kind of my overall theme.
All the time. It's anime, but it's not overwhelmingly anime. It could fit anywhere in the fashion scheme.
Yeah, it's like that sound is like, how would they know? I feel like if I had to make a TikTok sound, my brand, it's like, how would they know? Like if you know, you know, but if you don't, like you wouldn't just be like, damn, that's some anime.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going for.
I see, and the hat does it because, like you said, I don't Fire Force, so I was like, well, that one looks neat. What's that one?
Mm-hmm. You just look at it because you're like, oh, it's eyes. Just like her onesie is like, if you know a one piece, you know that's Chopper, but otherwise, there's onesies. All the onesies have patterns on them anyway. Onesies like that, so just like stuff like that. I know people ask for bonnets and do-rags, but I think I'm gonna sprinkle those in with each collection, so it won't be like a whole collection of bonnets or anything like that. But yeah, more to come. I definitely have like my next 5 anime slotted already, and there's some of my favorites, and I threw in some crowd favorites too, because I feel like I'm like I started on the other end of the spectrum compared to other businesses where everyone else kind of started with the Sailor Moons and the Narutos. So now I'm coming back and I'm like gonna, touch on some of those anime as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. Either way, I like the stuff you've done, and I know I'm gonna like the stuff that you do. So I'm excited.
Are you hitting any Comic-Cons up this year? What's your Comic-Con schedule looking like? Are you out there braving the Comic-Con world? Are you?
So I've actually never done vended at a con. I actually went to my first con last year, well, because of COVID and stuff. Because the timing of when I started cosplaying and doing everything was like, ooh, this is fun. COVID. It was like
shut it down
5 months later. So I haven't had as much opportunity to like get out and do that type of stuff. But vending wise, I don't have anything confirmed yet for this year. I will be attending some cons. Like I want to attend MomoCon, and I'm definitely attending DreamCon in the summer. So yay! But as far as like vending, I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to I want to, but I'm trying to move at my own pace too. So just trying to make sure I do what's best for me.
Yeah.
I was more saying for the fun part of the cons.
Yeah.
I like vending. You know, vending's a lot of fun too. But when you're vending, you still have to find some time to actually Comic-Con. Yeah, because you're working.
You're at the table the whole time. And right now, I don't really have a team. Like, it's really, until I just got this artist, it's just been me. So I've been burning myself out. So I'm just trying to.
Don't burn out. We need you to keep it coming, keep it rolling.
Well, I definitely hope to see you at DreamCon. I would be like so excited to meet you in person.
Yes, definitely. We should. That's my favorite part. Like, I'm just going to the cons to meet people that I know online. I'm just like, hey.
I'm going to try hard. I get really shy in person because I'm like, oh, they don't know me for real. I don't know them. And I get like super weird. But I'm going to try to actually say hello to people.
Be brave, Nay.
I know.
Be brave. You'll have so much fun.
Yeah,
I love the Comic-Con, man. And a lot of it is the cosplays. They've shifted over the years from being really comic oriented to being like the majority of cosplays you're going to see are going to be driven by anime and some video games. You don't really see as many Superman or comic book cosplays anymore. The cosplay really is geared almost exclusively, I think, in a lot of ways to the anime and video game space, and it is making for some really interesting joints. I know, Nay, you were there where the Admirals were. I'm still stuck on the Admirals. Them dudes was just too clean.
I saw a picture.
Yeah, it's the same. It's that same group of guys.
I was like, I get so mad when, like, not mad, but I be feeling left out. I'm like, there was a One Piece group. Like, I went to AWA and it was like mostly, I think I saw more Demon Slayer than anything there. It was a couple One Piece, but when I see pictures from other cons where they had a bunch of One Piece cosplayers, I'm like, my people.
I've only been to 2 cons ever, and heavy Demon Slayer for sure. Surprisingly, though, both of the cons I went to, a lot of One Piece.
Oh yeah.
Like I was telling them, I saw.
You're gonna see Zoro.
You're gonna see Zoro.
I did see Zoro, yeah.
You're gonna see Zoro. You're gonna see Luffy for sure. I saw Cat Viper at Katsucon, and I was like in shock.
Never seen nobody do nothing with Cat Viper, but he cool.
Well. It was really dope, and a white beard. It was a white beard.
What? I saw a Buggy, which I was shocked to see that. I was like, oh my gosh, you're Buggy, and she was so short, and I was like, oh my god, I just want to hug you.
I like Buggy. Really Buggy, don't sleep on Buggy. That chop fruit got more power than people
really
think.
Do though. Yeah.
I mean, he did get cut up by Mihawk. Cut him into ribbons. He's still here. Shout out to everybody with that Buggy personality. Come around here.
The Usops of the world.
Oh man. Usopp the God Usopp. Give the man his honorific.
I knew she was going to do that.
You side-eye Usopp. Come on, man.
I'm going to just be quiet about Usopp because people be trying to jump me about Usopp. So I'm going to just be quiet.
Nah. Look, I respect your feelings because there was a moment there where I was like, yo, Usopp on that when he was doing a Luffy like that. But
no, for real, I remember that, yeah.
I think a lot of people can't move past that either. I feel that though.
Yeah.
I think I'm just like,
for real.
I just feel like he has potential, but he don't use it. I think that's what frustrates me more than that moment. Just that, like, I don't want to spoil nothing, but we had the time skip, right? Everybody did their little thing, came back. Why are you still acting the same? It's just like moments like that.
You're right. He got stronger, but he did not get greater.
Why are you still acting the same? But you know.
Yeah, that's true.
He a coward, man. He always gonna run away first.
He had a new design. He was buff.
Nami was like, ooh, you grew up into a man a little bit, huh, Usopp? He came in tough. He came in the bar hard. He did a good entrance.
Of course he did. He is like the master of deception.
He is so hard. He really is.
I was rooting for him though. I was like, damn.
So
I don't know. I think there's something still playing for Usopp, man.
Yeah,
I've seen some weird Usopp theories too. Some really weird Usopp theories.
B, you're in Wano, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw a cosplay of Usopp as, what was he selling? Snail oil, whatever he was selling.
Yeah, with
And
that little
somebody
with the
cosplayed
mustache.
that.
frog or
Yeah.
something.
Whatever he was selling, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that was such a good cosplay. I was like, wow, nobody would get that for sure.
Usopp got a bunch of costumes though. You could do like if you were just cosplaying Usopp, he's had several incarnations of Usopp. You got the
I saw somebody
Sogeking.
that they did a whole Wano photo shoot. They had like Yamato, they had everybody. They had every I was like, oh my god, this is crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah.
Really good One Piece.
You gotta make some of those.
You never see Eustace Kid.
I've seen a couple, but yeah.
I've never seen
And
him.
Eustace is an interesting character. Like
he is.
You gotta build a prop though.
Yeah, I would say that would be a lot to
that
not
giant
saying
arm.
You can't do it, but
it's just dope.
That'd be a lot to do.
Yeah, that
it's just like Frankie. I've been seeing a lot of Frankies, but they be building the stuff. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. If I was to do a Frankie, it would be Kid Frankie, little kid Frankie. That's me.
Water 7 Frankie.
Yeah, before he started doing.
What was his real name? That you want him when he had his real name.
I don't even remember his real name.
Damn, man. What is Frankie's real name? Don't do it to me. Don't make me Google it. Somebody remember.
I forgot.
I don't remember.
I'm so bad with names. I'm surprised I remember so many One Piece characters' names, to be honest.
Right, yeah. I can't even remember his I guess what was he call him? Not his master. Is that what he was considered?
Tom?
Yeah, Tom. You're right. That was actually
Cuddy Flam.
That was easy.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Cuddy
Why
Flam.
couldn't I remember that?
How did you forget that? Yeah,
man, you know that was that water. That was good. That was good arc. Water Park.
That's one of my. I think that's one of my top
good arc.
5 arcs. I had to
Water 7.
Enies Lobby / Water 7.
Okay.
Enies Lobby has some emotion, boy.
Yeah. It was like packed full. That was a long arc, man. That shit was
It was. It was.
Yeah, it was
crazy.
That one. I don't know. Like that's there's a lot of good anime out there, and I think that the thing that they have in common to me is that like a lot of everybody's been pointing out that you can make a connection with it, and I think that's what makes the fashion that you're creating special, because when people connect with the clothing you're making, they're connecting with the entire history around that anime too. Like it's deeper than the clothes. There's this feeling that, like you're saying, when somebody can recognize it on the subtle, like not when it's wide out in your face, it says Demon Slayer across your chest, but when it's just Itachi's eyes. You know what I mean? And if you're an Itachi person, or, you know, a Sasuke's eyes with the little blood fingerprints on his forehead, that would do it for me. That would send me to tears right there.
Every time you look at it, you'll be like, I want it to be equivalent to how we feel when we get Funko Pops or like figures. Like we all have our figures, or we're like, oh my god, that's like you know what I'm saying? Like I have 2 Fire Force one. I have like Arthur and Shinra, whatever. And I'm just like, oh my god. I want people to feel like that when they buy the pieces and they get it. And I'm like, you know, that same excitement.
Yeah.
And they definitely give that effect. I can attest to that for sure. Like I was really mad about my onesies. When I thought they lost my onesies, I was really pissed off.
Oh no.
And then when I
got people.
I really was. But then I got mine, and it was just it just made it even better. I was like, yes, I really wanted these. And now I'm going to look great in my berries and my chopper. I was just so happy.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about anime comics and the nerdom. Like it's cultish, but when you don't gatekeep, like when you got a good community, like there's so much fun you can have. Like I hate the gatekeeping, because when somebody is new excited about an anime you like too, like that's one of my favorite moments. Like my wife called them cartoons all the way until I finally got her to watch Cowboy Bebop. And then she was like, oh, this is really good. I'm like,
It's
yes,
cool, yeah.
yes, Spike is the man.
I need to watch it. I actually haven't watched Cowboy Bebop.
Ooh, you will love it. You will
I
love
have
it.
to catch up on a lot of the classics since I
The
like
retro
started
joints. No, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You got plenty of time for those. You got to keep up with current arcs so people don't spoil you. You almighty manga readers. Like, I get it. You know,
fight for my life. Like,
Literally.
you know all.
Yeah.
So Finally Famous said something about Impel Downs, and I just got to call out Magellan, like, almost ices everybody. Like, he does not get enough credit for his power. Bruh is a lot stronger than people. Like, when you think about powerful people in One Piece, you don't really think back to him, but you should, because he was holding down all of Impel Downs full of the world's craziest and worst criminals in the One Piece world.
That's crazy. Like,
faced up on Blackbeard's whole crew.
Yeah, his devil fruit is really cool too.
Super powerful, and there's some really cool animations with it. But when he faced up on Blackbeard's whole squad like that, and almost,
I'm gonna have to watch that again.
Almost wiped the squad. I was like, "What?"
I can't stand Blackbeard.
I really can't either. Honestly, he really gets on my nerves.
He's a terrible.
When I see people cosplay him, I'm like, "That's dope," but
I don't like you right now.
You know who else I feel unpopular opinion? Maybe I feel that way about I really don't bang with and they have really good cosplays, and I'm just like, but I hate this guy.
It's like when I did Vengeance, some people were like, I can't stand Vengeance. I'm like, okay, well, I like Vengeance, like,
but he actually didn't do anything wrong. Fine.
They pirates.
No, this is not One Piece.
Oh, who are you talking about?
We Black Clover now.
We were talking about Black Clover.
I don't Black Clover. I saw one clip with the red-haired lady, Meliona.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I should watch this. And I started watching it, and I was like, it can't ever get to what I just saw. But I'm going to try it again. Because
it gets really good, though. Like, for real.
I feel like Black Clover does a really good job at that. Strong women within their anime.
That makes me want to watch it more to see it properly done.
That's true.
Two questions.
Not a lot of people.
And this is coming from Finally Famous. And we're going to start with our special guest, of course. What's the first anime that got you hooked? And what are the top 3 animes ever? Whew, you ain't playing out there.
Y'all trying to get me canceled.
Movies included. You got to include movies also, like not just series, because a lot of the early stuff was just movies, and I love that stuff.
I haven't seen a ton of the movies. Okay, what was the first anime that got me hooked? And what was the second half?
And what are the top 3 animes for you of all time? So everybody's got One Piece on their list, so no, One Piece don't count. It's got to be top 3 other than One Piece.
I actually, which is this, people are gonna laugh, but I think the first one, it was either Bleach or Naruto, and they both got hella filler, so it's kind of funny. Like, how did I survive that? But yeah, I want to say it was Bleach though. That I first.
That's how you got through it. The music, because the music was so dope, you didn't care it was the same animation for another 5 minutes.
And the character design.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But yeah, I think it was Bleach. In my top 3, we can't even get 5. 3. Oh God. Yeah, One Piece was definitely my favorite. I'm trying to think. There's so many.
With the understanding that if we were to ask you for your top 3 tomorrow it will probably be different than your top 3 today. It's just anime watchers is like that.
Yeah, nobody's gonna hold you to it.
Right now, it's probably One Piece, Fire Force. I'm trying to think of a third one. And it got to be by category too, but I'm gonna just do straight One Piece, Fire Force, and probably Bleach.
Yeah,
that's a solid set. Solid set.
Yeah.
Who going next? Kim, be brave, man.
Yeah,
go ahead. All right. I don't think probably the first anime that got me into anime was like it was either Rurouni Kenshin or Tenchi Muyo. I was hard as a Tenchi Muyo. I was like, ish, man.
Love me some Tenchi.
For real.
Tenchi got hands. That's another character.
Surprisingly, yeah, man. He could throw down. Yeah.
It's a harem, though. Just a shout out.
It is, yeah.
Harem.
Didn't know that back then. Didn't know that back then.
No, we had no knowledge of the different animes. We were still calling them cartoons. These are some really hard cartoons.
Rurouni Kenshin obviously is on my list. I love Rurouni Kenshin. Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah.
There it goes. And I know you want to keep going because it ain't enough, but
it's not.
That's three. Yu Yu, man. Oh,
yeah, I do love Yu Yu.
I just started watching it, but it's good so far.
Yeah,
it's so good.
It gets better too. Yeah.
All the way to the last season. You won't be disappointed till the end.
You know, I don't hate that last arc. Nobody likes it. I don't dislike it.
I don't hate it. It just I felt like you could have done something else is all.
That's true. We could have got more for sure. We could have got more.
But Yusuke is an excellent character. They're all excellent characters. I'm a Hiei fan.
I feel some type of way about the fact that he's like a spirit detective that has demons.
Wait, she said she ain't seen it yet. Is it bad to spoil 25-year-old anime though?
No,
I feel like she's watching it though. It'd be different.
Yeah, she's
right because she's actively
and it's like so old that I don't
spoil that.
But that's like a major part, I think. So let's just cut it out.
Yeah, you can't be telling people that one.
Yeah, my bad. I don't spoil it.
It's kind of like you watch the entire thing for that.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah, it's crazy.
Ain't nobody gonna give Inuyasha any love. I'm gonna give Inuyasha.
I was about to say Inuyasha, dead ass, until you stopped me.
Because I know we can only do 3. It's not the first one that got me on, but I'm gonna let you know Inuyasha is gonna make my top 3. I like a romance, and that love triangle. People hate Kikyo, and I don't like Kikyo for how she was in that one, man. She shouldn't have been doing my girl Kagome like that. It's just a beautiful love triangle. Whole story thing is excellent. The one that actually got me started was Akira. That was the first, I saw the Akira movie, and I was like, what is this stuff? And then my buddies had me on Initial D, which was like a racing one. We were watching Initial D on VHSs. And that was like what started my love. And then once there was Toonami, once Toonami became a thing and it wasn't all like whatever you were getting in VHSs from people or putting viruses all over the family computer to download that episode with no subtitles. After you wait 5 days for it to download, you find out that it don't even got subtitles. So you just listening to it in Japanese with no words, just watching.
Been there.
Vampire Hunter D is fire. Look, this is a classic list right there. Berserk, which I thought Kim was going to put on his list because that's Kim's all-time favorite. But I'm going to take Inuyasha. I feel like I'm going to put Trigun on my list.
Another good one. Man. Yeah.
And I know that I'm all classic, and I know that I'm not going to take any of these new anime, but they are great. They're fantastic anime, but we're talking favorite of all time. Cowboy Bebop is got to be in your top 3 to me. There's just
I need to go watch this.
The characters in Bebop are they're just still to this day. I feel like other anime keep trying to do the Spike, Jet,
the dynamic was just
they keep trying to make the squad again, but nobody's ever done it quite like Bebop, and the whole setting of Bebop is just so good. And the movies of Bebop, like the things that come off of Bebop, are really good. Spike versus Vincent is probably one of the greatest hand-to-hand combat fights ever. Sword of the Stranger got some gangster shit in it too, so don't sleep on that. But
I was watching that like 2 days ago. Yeah.
Ooh, boy, they got some fights.
Random episodes of that. Yeah.
Yeah, boy, they got some fights.
Well, yeah.
But that would be my 3. I'm staying old school. Lupin the Third. See, if you get me going, Lupin is good.
I saw it like last week, and that was fire. It was dope. Yes. Man, so good. Anyway,
mine will probably be a little more newer. But yeah, so if I'm taking out One Piece, well, first of all, the first anime that I like that had me start watching anime was Claymore, and that is also in my top 3. Can't wait to read and find out how it ends because they're not going to make the anime anymore, it looks
Ever.
like. And then Hunter x Hunter is probably up there. And then Fruits Basket is literally right there next to.
I know you love Fruits Basket.
Right next to
you
One
always
Piece.
show that one love.
Taste.
That's my babe. That's my fave right there.
See, now I wish I would have put Toradora on my list because that one always makes me get
honorable
emotion.
mention.
Honorable mention.
I need a slice of life list.
Right?
Oh yeah, we could probably. They have really. Sorry, this way. They actually have a lot of good slice of life recommendations.
Yeah,
So
I watch those. I'm a fan. What if there's one that we should all watch in your mind? What would be the slice of life you pick up? I'd always recommend Toradora, but
I like Toradora. I like.
Yeah.
Is Fruits Basket considered slice of life?
Yeah,
I think so.
I don't know because of the whole Zodiac
everything
thing.
just is crossing over recently.
It's kind of weird, but yeah, sure. Let's say
it does still. It's kind of every day. Nothing like crazy happens though, right?
I mean, they're like animal. They have like a curse, so I guess that could be
fantasy.
Yeah, it's like more like a fantasy, I guess. I don't know. Shoujo, does that count?
Shoujo. I don't know what category this fall under, but I like
Shoujo because shonen and shoujo just same thing to me. They say Sailor Moon is shoujo, but Sailor Moon the same thing as Naruto. Like they all built off of that.
That's true.
Sakura card captor, just because she a woman, I don't need a different word. They all the same. They do the same thing.
Card captor is not the same thing as Sailor Moon.
It's not.
Don't you dare.
Card captor is good, man. Why are you hating on Sailor
I
Moon?
haven't watched it, but it looks the same.
Yeah, Sakura card captor.
It's not.
Cool.
It's not. She's not.
It's
as cool
more like
a
Monster Hunter type.
Yeah, she's not as cool at all.
Run, you right? I guess there are cool other sailors that aren't Sailor Moon. The other sailors are cool too. They got some cool characters.
I have 3 anime I pushed the agenda on recently, and that's Bungo Stray Dogs, Noragami, NK Project. Y'all should watch them.
Well,
I started watching Bungo Stray Dogs, and we were talking about the K Project the other day. That's what it's called, Kimney.
K
Project, where the K is facing both ways. And
it's a turf war type thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like the turf is like divided by colors, right? Like colors.
Yeah. Different kings.
Yep. Elfin lied. Somebody called out, and yes. Oh man, I never think about Zoids as an anime because when I watched it, I didn't realize anime was a thing. But I love Zoids. I always thought of it as a Western cartoon because I didn't know that it was anime. But the Chaotic Century, I thought was the best Zoids run personally. Yeah, when you were back in the past with Van Fly, that's my dude. I fly with Van Fly. See, there's a lot of anime. I like I'm okay with crying a little bit. I always tell people to watch Violet Evergarden so that they can feel something. If you've never felt something before, you're gonna feel.
It was good. They made me watch it. It was really good.
I feel like I go towards those type of animes actually first. And then
I think you'll like it. I think
the art is beautiful. The story it's a masterful story. Mm-hmm. You will cry.
Man, I might still upset. It made me cry so much. Like it's good, but man,
I didn't cry that much, but I did shed some tears on one of those stories. But they're
you may
all
not
really
be as
sad,
pent up as the rest of us.
For
like
real.
some of us is pent up, and we need something to trigger it for. Violet Evergarden be working for me.
I cried on like 6 episodes. I'm not even gonna lie, bro.
Like 20 years of not crying, you turn Violet Evergarden on. I'm like,
yeah.
It's beautiful, like poetry. It's a really good show.
So you need to release, then you should.
Let it all. It's cathartic. It's good for you, man. I'm telling you.
Have you guys watched Blue Period? That one's really good.
I did not. It's on my list though. Is it good?
I think it's really good. It's about art, artist, aspiring artist.
Interesting. I know that. Was it Carol on Tuesday?
Yeah, that was good.
I think that's good.
It was really good.
It's another one that I liked.
I said, okay, Netflix. Let's see y'all.
Right. Did you guys end up watching what's the one on there? Crooks? I can't remember. What was it called?
Oh, Super
Crooks.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't,
funny.
man. I seen some
either.
clips. I should have watched Super
It
Crooks.
was
That's
surprising,
really
man,
fun.
because like, so have you seen it, man?
Full
No, I
Metal
didn't
Panic
watch it
is
yet.
fire.
It's deceiving because like the whole time, like you're thinking something's gonna happen, but it's good. Just watch it.
Is
It's
it?
good. Yeah.
Okay. I finally finished.
What
What was the other one on there? Great Pretender. I finally finished that one.
Great
too.
Pretender. That was
That
an
was good.
interesting
I've
one.
heard
It
good
was
things
good.
about.
Yeah.
It's
Had
really
a really
good.
good theme too. The OP was fire.
Yeah.
What they hiring at Netflix though? Like, what they got going on over there?
Oh,
The K dramas and the anime. I'm like,
yeah,
is this a rebrand?
they're trying to tell us
Hey,
something.
look, they stay on that trend. They stay on what's trending.
do.
Shakagan no Shana. That's another one that's like a weird mix between. It's like a shonen romance type of deal.
Sounds familiar.
She's got long red hair and a cool ass coat.
Oh, is it Yana or no?
It's like a fire sword, right? Like a fire sword or something.
Yeah, she's got a fire sword.
Yeah.
Shakagan no Shana.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It turns. It goes back and forth between action and kind of like a high school love story in a really clever way.
I have a question.
I like that sometimes.
Me just takes over the podcast. What is y'all's go-to type of anime? Like,
My comfort anime,
yeah, I guess, yeah.
probably
The actual-
shonen.
Okay, yeah, that was my question. Okay.
Like, are you? Oh, the anime or the category?
Yeah, that's what I was
the
gonna
type.
ask.
Yeah, like the category.
Probably shonen. It's like my comfort food. Like I come up on the shonen, I can pop like some really classic shonens in and just let them play in the background or let them run. Trigun, Yu Bleach. These are all just like come up on a lot of shonens, but also mechas. People don't watch enough mechas.
I love
I'm
mechas.
trying to think of a mecha. Like, I know Code Geass is one, right? Or
That's the
Geass.
only one I've watched.
That's the
So
only one I can think
good
of.
too.
Gundam Wing.
All the Gundams, like
Oh,
Mobile Suit
Gundam,
Gundams.
Mobile
Watch
Suit.
the old ones. They are like those old movies you watch with your pop where everybody dies. That's how them old Mobile Suit
Right.
joints are.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I spent like an hour yesterday trying to find Big O somewhere. Couldn't find it
I
anywhere.
hear that one a lot too.
Oh, Big O.
Couldn't find it anywhere. Yeah.
Paradigm City, son.
Big O is like dope.
That
ass.
is a crazy plot, man. You
Yes.
can't find it nowhere though.
No, man, I couldn't find it anywhere.
YouTube won't even let you just watch episodes
No,
where somebody starts singing in
Netflix.
the middle or something.
Nope, not
Did
even
you
on
try Prime already?
Not on Prime. Nope.
Oh, dang.
Everywhere.
The internet has become less accessible.
You gonna have to buy it now.
Yeah.
Big O was
Not
good.
Prime. I know.
That
so
was
good.
a good mecha.
Yes, so good.
I think if I had to pick one, it's probably Slice of Life. Honestly, it's probably Slice of Life, and then Shonen after that.
Yeah.
Kim, what about you? Where do you go for comfort? What's your go-to?
Honestly, it's either like dark fantasy or shonen.
Fully Cooley.
Fooly Cooley was the weirdest anime I ever watched in my life. The time I was watching it, I shouldn't have been watching it. I don't think I was old enough for Fooly Cooley.
Yeah,
She did a lot of weird, creepy sex stuff to that boy. It was
I keep
every
saying
young
I'm gonna
boy's
watch
dream
it.
to meet a creepy lady like that growing up.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I didn't think it was about that.
Me either. So this just threw me off.
Wait a
Fooly Cooley
minute.
got a lot of
I'm still gonna
weird,
watch it.
creepy. Like she be trying to make the boy jealous of his daddy.
Yeah, she does some weird
There's a
stuff.
lot
Oh, so
that
this
happens.
is Peach
in
Girl
Fooly
toxic.
Cooley.
Okay,
Like,
because that was toxic.
Yes, it was wild. And then on top of that, she just starts pulling shit out the boy's forehead, and there was just no point where I ever understood
What was going on?
what was happening. But after I watched them all again.
I'm so
And I
That's good.
still don't really understand at all.
Yeah, I definitely want to watch that. That's
Like Neon Genesis
watch this.
Evangelion. I probably watched that shit like 25 times in my life. Have no idea
Twisted
what
like
it's
school
really about.
days. Yes, I love that. I love that girl crazy drama.
I might have to go find Peach Girl. I don't know about this, but if it's like Fooly Cooley, maybe I should watch it. No?
Have y'all watched Nana? Y'all should.
I started watching Nana, but it was only on Verve, and I started the day before I canceled my account and didn't realize it.
It's now on High Dive. They like moved it.
Yeah, that's how I was watching it because
What's
Verve
Nana?
I don't know how to explain
It's
it.
like a. Is it a?
It's Jose, right?
Yeah. It's a romance.
I like a good romance. I told you I'm all right with the romance.
And it got some drama in there too, so like keep your attention.
Okay. All right.
You know what else really got me? Given. I love that. If y'all haven't watched Given, was so good.
It's on my list. Isn't it about musicians too? Like Nana.
Mm-hmm.
Nana's about like they're both of their names is Nana and they're roommates. One of them is a musician and one of them is not.
Okay.
And they're like complete opposites on Nana.
I love fairy tale and I'm not ashamed to say it.
Me too.
I like fairy tale too.
Fairy tale was like my first like long show, if that makes sense.
It was one of the first ones I watched too, and I'm like, I know people always talk about the power of friendship. Well, I like the power of friendship.
I love the power of friendship. If you don't got it in there, I feel like you left something out. You're not a real shonen if friendship doesn't pull you through at some point.
Like it happens in every anime.
Sasuke sticks his hand through Naruto's chest and says, "What?
I don't know about that one.
It happens like 50 times, so don't feel spoiled." Like,
no, I don't.
I promise.
I don't.
I was just about to say, I'm like, I don't know what people think happened in Naruto. Because
I don't know if I could be his friend. I don't know if I support that friendship, to be honest. Y'all.
It's toxic.
Toxic, yeah.
So far, I'm not for it.
Sasuke is not a good friend. And Sakura should not have married that man. He did not treat her good ever at any point.
I'm still trying to figure out how that happened, but you know.
I'm weak. They hate the power of friendship, but people are cool with Sasuke getting a hickey to get strong.
Right? Come on, man.
Oh man.
Shikamaru is Naruto's
That's what my boyfriend says all the time.
That's true.
That's what
and
he
Shikamaru is my favorite character in all of Naruto. And it happened for me during the exams.
I know, I already knew it.
When he quit. When he was about to win, he was like, never mind. And they're like, what are you doing, dude? He's like, look, if I win now, I'm just gonna have to fight again, and then I'll have to fight again. I'd rather just go ahead and quit.
Yep.
Love you, Shikamaru.
What's he?
This is where I'm at right now.
Oh, really?
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Who does he fight?
Ruthless.
I know he.
Don't say.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, don't say.
I'm not you asking for the spoiler.
Well, you get the Nara clan tattoo. I respect that. That's a solid clan to run with. It's better than putting that Uchiha on you because they got just a sordid history. But then when you get into all the craziness that's in Boruto, I'm seeing how they try to go backwards and fix that a little bit and make them less of a baddie thing. It's interesting what they did.
I'm just like on Boruto. I haven't watched it, but seeing the it feel like mashups. The kids, I'm just like they the way they design the way the kids look. I'm like, it makes me want to watch it. Yeah.
Sasuke's daughter is the one to me. Sarere, I think her name's Sarere, maybe. I like her though.
I don't know.
Yeah. Shikamaru and is the Katsuki art where he takes his revenge. That is a good arc. That arc, a lot. There's Naruto take people away from you, and the way like people die in Naruto be hurting because they should have died so many other times and people don't die, but then people be dying and like you have to accept that people can actually die, and you're like, well, why didn't all these other people die all these other times, but now my boy got to die now? Like, I seen you with holes in your chest, but you lived through that. But this is the end. This is where it ends. That's sometimes how I feel about the deaths in Naruto.
They're triggering. I'm just like, I ain't gonna say who it is, but I'm like, of all the people, I feel like I'm gonna feel like that with One Piece too. It depending on what happened, I'm gonna be like, really?
Yeah.
I just expect.
So I'm just like, just trying to prepare myself.
I expect at some point in One Piece, I've been preparing myself for a long time for the death of Shanks because I feel like it's required for the completion of the story somehow. And I really feel like Blackbeard is gonna do things that is just gonna make everybody really hate him more. And this is just feelings I have because that Blackbeard, he's not one of the villains I can defend. I still want to understand him, but I thoroughly dislike like I just same way I feel about Donzo. Like just fuck that dude. Period. You know what I mean? Because for reals, it ain't have to be like that type of deal. But Blackbeard is interesting.
Yeah.
Why does he have 2 devil fruits? Damn it!
How? First of all, yeah, I don't understand.
Who knows?
Oh, look at this, B. You have taken us 15 minutes over what we normally do because this has just been the livest night. I'm just sitting here like, and this and
this was
that, and I could go on forever kicking it with you like this. But before we get to the wind down hour, tell us a couple of places we can find you, where we should look for you, what we should expect. It's been so pleasant.
Of course. Okay, so for my business, it's called Unique Style Code. You can find us on that. Basically everything, Twitter, TikTok, the website, Instagram, it's all Unique Style Code. So make sure you guys check that out. And then for me, most of my pages are cosplay would be. So Instagram cosplay would be. And that's
make sure you can check them out too, because there are some really awesome cosplays going on. And the main Instagram page for Unique Style Code has a lot of really sweet fashion up there for you. So make sure you go pick you up some fresh drip for the new season. It's warming up. You're going to want to get you some of these crop top deals going.
Yeah. And our man's finally famous. He got a code, so make sure you follow him too. Get your discount on your Unique Style Code. You know what I'm saying? Everybody eats.
Support the brand ambassadors.
Yes.
Make that happen. Oh, I got to make that happen for reals then. I'm going to get me something. I feel like I could wear one of the onesies. They look comfortable.
They are comfy.
They do look comfy.
Right?
I could live in this one.
They stretchy.
Right? They look like they made out of smooth, stretchy stuff, like good to sleep in. So
it's like the same feeling as leggings, like we were talking about. It's full circle. It's full circle.
Exactly. You get me.
With that, you wonderful folks, this has been another fantastic Friday night, and I've had such a good time. We are definitely gonna have to kick it again. What up, Toby? We're gonna see you guys next week because we've run over time and they gotta get out anyways. All right. Good night, everybody. Long smile.